there, my name is Ash. I'm a former park ranger and the founder of Dirt in My Shoes. And right now I am going to walk you through the process to get Yosemite Day-Use Entry Permit Reservations for 2021. So Yosemite is requiring these if you're not staying in the park. And so if you have lodging reservations anywhere in the park, lodging or camping, then you don't need one of these. But if you're staying outside of the park and you're hoping to come into Yosemite for the day, you will need one of these reservations. So I am just going to show you my screen. And we are going to go to Recreation.gov. And you'll want to log in. So I'm already logged in. You'll want to make sure you're logged in. And then we are going to search for Yosemite. And you can see there's Yosemite National Park choice. There's also Yosemite National Park ticketed entry. The ticketed entry is what we want, but you can click on either one. I just go straight to the ticketed entry here. So we're about 7 minutes out from these opening up. So you'll just scroll down and you'll want the day use entry. Now, if you're trying to figure out kind of how it works, they have these tabs here. It has the schedule. It tells you when things are being released. It talks about the fees here and just extra information that you need to know. So if you get on here a little bit in advance, then you can take a look at those. But for right now, we want tickets. We're going to click Day Use Entry, Book Now. And this is where I'm going to sit until the clock turns to 8 o'clock Pacific time. And that's what time they open up these reservations. So if you want, you can put in which kind of pass you need. I am going to have a vehicle 3-day entry. That might get cleared out as they refresh the page for you to get your reservation, so you may have to do it again, but if you want to be like one step ahead, that's something that you can do. So let's talk about these reservations for a minute while we're waiting for this to open up. Okay, so these entrance reservations, like I said, you'll need one if you're not staying inside of the park. And they're 3-day passes, so we'll get you in for 3 consecutive days. So when you get in here, all you need to do is choose your start date, the first day that you want this pass for, and then it will be good for 3 days from that date. So I'm going to just pick a random day and try to get a pass for it. But just so you know, you'll want to have that for the first day of your trip. These passes are required in Yosemite for May 21st through September 30th, 2021. And so if you will be visiting the park during those days, then you will need one of these. So, okay, the way it's kind of going to work is they're opening it on a weekly basis here in April and May. So if you're catching this video and it's still April or May, then you'll be able to try to get those as they're released in advance. If you're not able to get the in advance tickets like I am today, then they will release more 7 days in advance of the day that you need it for. So if you're trying to go, say, June 30th is the first day of your vacation, then 7 days before that, so June 23rd at 8 a.m. Pacific time, then you will want to get on and try to get one of these last minute reservations. So just be sure that you put that information in your phone and you're ready. You'll get a notification or something to remind you, because I anticipate these tickets to really go super fast and you'll need to be there right as the clock changes to 8 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm watching the clock here. We've got 3 more minutes until those open up. So If you're not able to get a reservation, I'll talk about this for a minute, then you'll have a few different options here. You'll want to either book an entrance into the park via the YARTS bus. That bus picks up from communities outside of the park and takes you into the park. A reservation, one of these day use entry reservations, is not needed for that. You can also, like I said, you can have a camping or a lodging reservation, but it has to be within Yosemite National Park. So it can't be in one of the outlying communities or any of the Forest Service land. It has to be National Park Service. Also, check for cancellations, because some people are going to get the permits today and then realize that they don't need them. And so just check back anytime. You might be able to snatch something up there. For more information about this process, you can go to nps.gov/YOSE, and there on the front page it has a link to more information about these day use entry tickets, so you can read through that, really familiarize yourself with that, and learn more about what you need to do and kind of the process. So it is 8:59. I am going to sit here and watch the clock. As soon as it turns, then we will get going. Here we go. Ticket, add. Come on, baby. Okay, this is what happens. These will be gone by the time it tells me if I have it or not. Your goal is to hit the add to cart button as quickly as possible. And so you'll want to make sure, oh my gosh, try refreshing the page and try again. I don't know, man. 521. Let's go for, okay, let's see. Add to cart. Saying there might still be something. This is like one of the most stress-inducing things you have to do for the national parks. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. All right. Okay, here's why this can be so stressful, because if I don't get this, then I don't get into the park. You know, I've got to find a different way to bypass this. So either trying to change lodging reservations so that I have something within the national park, or taking a yards bus in. But, you know, that's not ideal, because they'll drop you off, but then you won't have a vehicle to get around with. So it just makes it really hard, especially if you've already planned your trip, to be able to feel confident and excited about going to the park. Okay, it couldn't make it. That's so crazy, you guys. It's still showing a bunch of availability, so I'm wondering if their system is down or it just hasn't been updated in real time. So I'm just going to keep trying. And I know it doesn't make for a great video, but this is reality. This is what happens. And it can be just an incredibly stressful situation. Oh my gosh, I am going to Yosemite in 2021, but I paid a little bit of extra money to stay in the park because I'm going to be there for longer than 3 days, and so I didn't want to have to try to do this twice to get permits to cover all of the time that I'll be there. So I'm staying in Yosemite Valley, and that reservation will count. So that I actually won't have to go through this process. But I feel for you if you do, because there's been plenty of times where I've had to do this for various campgrounds or wilderness permits, anything like that. If you're trying to make a reservation, sometimes, especially for Yosemite, it's very difficult to get these reservations. The camping reservations also are like this. So it's become quite a thing. It's just very, the whole process is just very overcrowded, and I wish that they would release these on a day-by-day basis instead of opening up a whole bunch at the same time, because that also would help with the traffic, the heavy traffic that they're saying they see on their site. Plus it would make it easier for you to get like multiple entries if you needed to stay for longer than 3 days and stuff like that. So I definitely prefer when the parks do it on a rolling basis. I wish they were doing that here, but instead we're kind of just relying on trying to get something at the same time as everybody else. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get something, in which case, if I wanted to try for another one, if I was going to stay longer than 3 days, then I mean, that's, as you can see, I can't even get the first one. So very difficult. And we'll just wait and see. We'll wait and see what this does. Okay, we got it. Yes. Yes, that's great. Okay, so it's going to have my information. Now, I do have an annual pass, and so right here I will do this. And in fact, I think most of you probably should just do this. I guess you could pay in advance, but you can also just do this. It will take off the $33 for the entrance, and then you'll just pay the $2 for the reservation. Okay, and then you'll proceed. Once it gets to this point, you can see that it is counting down up here in the corner, counting down 15 minutes. So I have 15 minutes to do this. I can continue shopping. I can go into book now, and let's say, so I got one for June 15th, and then I need one that will cover 15th, 16th, 17th. I need one for the 18th. Look, there's still some available. Let's see if we can get this one too. It's thinking about it again. Let's see what this will do. Okay, see, my time is still counting down here, and so I don't want to refresh the page because okay, so this is just to show you if you need to. I don't need another one. I think one feels pretty lucky here, but that's the process you would go about if you needed to add another one to your cart. Make sure you get the first one in your cart. It needs to be in your cart in order for it to be locked in, and then you'll just fill out those fields and you'll pay for your reservation, and then they should send you a receipt, and it's something that you'll want to print out. That you'll get a receipt. You'll also get the day use entry permit emailed to you, or in your Recreation.gov account. And just print that out. I don't suggest just having it on your phone because you never know. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they got rid of my first one. So you can't do that. And that's good to know. If I add a pass, okay. Let's see. Of state. Oh, I gotta fill out my information here. I'm in Utah, so I'm on Mountain Time, actually. And so that's why my clock says 9 o'clock instead of 8 o'clock. It will be 8 o'clock. Oh, okay. Never mind. It did do both. I've got to go back up here and I've got to finish up this one. Utah. Okay. Okay, you guys, this is great. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to take that off though. Modify. I'm telling them that I already have a pass, or I'll purchase it there. Okay, it has both of my passes here. I'm paying $4 for these, and so as you can see, I have my day use entry for the 15th. And that will be good for 3 days. So it'll be good for the 15th, 16th, 17th, and then I got another one for the 18th, which will also be good for another 3 days. So that is the process. And as you can see, it is very, it's just hard to predict what's going to happen. Sometimes you'll get right in, you know, sometimes you'll get, you'll click add to cart and it will immediately take you to your cart. But sometimes, especially for really popular national parks like Yosemite, then it will do this. And I've done it trying to get campground reservations or trying to get any of these reservations. It happens. It's normal. It's stressful, but it's normal. And you just got to refresh the page and keep trying and hope that they still have some left by the time you get through it. But again, it's just, you never know what's going to happen. If you have another adult that's going to be in the vehicle with you, and they have to be in the vehicle with you. It can't just be like some, you know, you can't just say, hey, sister, you know, will you make this reservation for me? But if they'll be in the vehicle with you, then they can also make a Recreation.gov account, and they can try to get the same reservation for the same days, and then just, you know, whoever gets it, because sometimes it will go so fast that you'll need as many chances as you can to get one. And so that's another option as well if you have somebody who can do that with you. But they have to, again, they have to be going on the trip with you, and they have to be in the vehicle with you, because they will check your name. They'll ask for your ID with these day use permits when you enter the entrance stations. So, okay, so I'm not going to fill the rest of this out. I'm going to go ahead and release these so that other people can get them. But there you go. You'll just fill out your credit card information. You'll fill out everything, click submit, and then it should give you your day use entry permits that you'll then want to print out and take to the park with you. So I hope that's helpful. Again, if you have any questions about anything, or if you want more information about how to use these day use permits, if you want a day-by-day schedule of what to do while you're in Yosemite, then I have Dirt in My Shoes itineraries on my website. Just go to dirtinmyshoes.com. Up in the top corner in the menu, you'll see trip itineraries, and there will be a Yosemite one there for you. I update those really well, and so it also has information on this whole process, but also the Yosemite shuttle isn't running, the Valley shuttle is not running this year, and so kind of how to work around that, where to park, when to move your car, when to walk, information like that, what's closed, what you're not going to be able to get to this year. All that information is included with an itinerary from Dirt in My Shoes. So I hope that is helpful, and good luck. I hope that you're able to get the reservations that you need for your trip to Yosemite this year. Have a great day.